told you that dolphins actually have names, would you believe me? Not just sounds, not random clicks, but something more personal, a unique call that identifies who they are. This isn't a myth or a fun fact from a children's book, it's a discovery that's changed how we understand animal intelligence forever. Stay with me, because what scientists uncovered about dolphin communication might just redefine what it means to speak. For decades, researchers knew dolphins were vocal animals, constantly clicking, whistling, and squeaking. But in the 1980s, a few marine biologists noticed something peculiar. Among all the sounds, certain patterns kept repeating, specific to individual dolphins. Through underwater microphones called hydrophones, scientists began recording and analyzing these sounds. They found that each dolphin had a signature whistle, a unique pattern of tones and pitches that no other dolphin in the group used. It was like a personal ringtone, or more accurately, a name. When dolphins are born, they start experimenting with sounds, much like how human babies babble. Eventually, one whistle sticks, it becomes their identity. Scientists believe a young dolphin might even shape its whistle based on the calls it hears from its mother or close companions. Once established, that whistle becomes their name for life. And here's where it gets incredible. Other dolphins use that same whistle when trying to get their attention. In other words, they're literally calling each other by name across the ocean. Dolphins are among the most social animals on the planet. They live in pods, complex communities with hierarchies, alliances, and friendships that can last decades. To maintain such rich relationships, they rely heavily on communication. Signature whistles help them stay in touch when the pod spreads out, especially in murky or deep waters where visibility drops. Imagine being separated from your friends in the dark and calling out their names. That's exactly what dolphins do. They even respond when they hear recordings of their own whistle, but ignore others. That means they recognize themselves acoustically, a sign of advanced self-awareness. One of the most jaw-dropping discoveries came when researchers tested how long dolphins remember each other. Even after 20 years apart, dolphins still recognize the signature whistles of former companions. That's the longest social memory ever recorded in the animal kingdom, rivaling humans. Combine that with tool use, problem solving, and empathy, and you begin to see dolphins not just as animals, but as minds beneath the waves. Think about what this means. Naming is one of the building blocks of language. It shows individuality, memory, and social connection. For humans, our names represent identity and belonging. For dolphins, it might serve the same purpose, a sonic fingerprint that says, "I am me." And here's the poetic part. We name them too. We call them Flipper, Echo, Luna. Maybe that's our way of returning the favor of recognizing the intelligence we see reflected in their eyes. So yes, dolphins really do have names. In a world where we often underestimate the voices of other creatures, maybe it's time we listen more closely. Because if dolphins can call each other by name, who knows what else they're saying? The ocean is speaking. The question is, are we listening?